Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Unboxing NYC. My name is Alina and today we're gonna start to make with you this beautiful pendant that I created using the content of Erica crystal beads for February 2026. And in my opinion the collection was just amazing. I really like these colors. The colors really speak to me. Purples and blues and greens and gold. This is actually what I like. So honestly I was having so much fun creating this pendant. So if you want to do the same, let's get started. For our project today we're gonna need following items. We're gonna need except of Rivoli 16mm, we're gonna need seed beads, our mix 11O seed beads from the collection. And next we're gonna need our Delica mix right here. We're gonna need our crystals in the purple color, and we need our fire polish bead in the green color, and also we need these 2 holes beads that we got this month. And of course we need our 16mm Rivoli. I ordered more from Eureka side. They just delivered it yesterday, so very happy about it. And this is my crystal, but in our collection we actually got 2 also, so now I really have a lot of these guys, because honestly the color is stunning. I like tanzanite, and I want to create something more besides this pendant. So anyway, let's get started. It's not about that now. So when our supplies are collected, we also need of course our needle and the thread. And who watching me for a while, you know guys that I always use my polyester thread. It looks like this. I mean, I'm sorry, it's 100% nylon from Zinger. I ordered it in Amazon in bulk. Of course you can use your fire polish. I like Fireline. Sorry about that. I like my Fireline and I have it too, but I don't know, for some reason I feel like this polyester thread, it's more flexible, more invisible. I don't know, it's just my personal preference. Maybe, you know, for somebody the Fireline will work better. Anyway, use what you like. And we start our project with alternating blue and purple beads. This is the first bead, so I put it on my needle already, and I apologize for my background. My 2 kids today are at home, so my video is always noisy. Okay, so again, you secure your bead how you like and how you usually do. I show how I do it. Maybe it's wrong, but I do it for years and for me it works. So I just make a knot 1 and 2, and that's it. Again, if you want to put stopper bead, you can start with your stopper bead and then do the pattern. It's up to you. So my first bead is blue, and now I'm alternating 1 blue, 2 purple. I'm sorry, I'm not selecting the beads. Again, if you want you can put them by colors. I don't have time. I literally have to survive in conditions I have with 2 kids, so I really don't have time right now to separate all these beads. So 1 blue, 2 purples. It should look like this. I know it's hard to see, but 1 blue, 2 purples. And then again we take 1 blue, 2 purples, like this, and we continue this 13 times. We keep going with 1 blue and 2 purples 13 times. Okay guys, I came back and I just realized when I started to record my tutorial I forgot to turn on my lamps. Sorry about that. Okay, anyway, we made our 13 times our pattern, and now so it should look like this. And now we have to make a circle. We have to put our needle on our first, and this is how I usually do with the new patterns. I'll tell you what I mean. I always go only on the first bead, make a circle, and then I put my crystal or whatever cabochon I'm doing. So make sure that this is correct and this is the correct size. In this situation, of course, I know because I already did it, so I know it's 13 times. But for you, if you do different size, or it's better to do like this, then you, okay, I'm fine, and you can close your circle completely. Otherwise, if you close your circle and then you realize that, you know, you made a mistake on and you need to adjust your amount of beads, it's gonna be really complicated, because you have to remove your needle and you know. But in this case it's very easy. So first bead, then you check it on your cabochon. If everything works fine, then you just simply work your needle through your beadwork. I usually do it just one time to make sure, you know, to make it more convenient for work. But if you don't do it, it's still fine, because over the time, when you increase your lines, anyway, your beads will have a beautiful shape. So it's just optional thing, but why not? We're already here, so we can do it. And I know that I started from here because this is my little tail. So I go, and now I lead my needle through the first blue bead. I know it's hard to see, but because the colors are but I know this is blue color because next two purples and then another blue. So I'm walking my needle through blue bead, and this is where I am. And now our second circle is going to be only two purples parallel our first two purples. So let me just grab two purples from my mix. Again, don't judge me too strict for the mess, because I'm recording my tutorial in the kitchen just and unfortunately I don't have any you know, studio or something. So they're supposed to go like this. So you put your two purples on your thread, and now you walk your needle to second blue. So we were here on this blue, now we go to this blue, to next blue. You see, it's right like this. And this is what we're supposed to have. And now we keep going again. We take two purples, and where I am, okay, and now I go through two purples and walk my needle on the blue, and this way we keep going. Again, we take two purples and go through blue and go through purples until we finish our row. Okay, and now I'm finishing my second row. I'm already putting my thread to the last two beads, and this is how it's supposed to look. It's actually very pretty, I like this. And now we walk our needle through two purples that we just made. I mean, for two purples. For our next row, we're gonna need green color from the same mix. We're still working with the same mix. So we're taking our green color, and we go from from first two purples to second two purples, like this. Like this. And we keep going. We're taking another green, and we're walking from two purples to, what's wrong with me? I'm going to different direction. Yeah, from two purples to these two purples, like this. And it's supposed to look like this. And again, we're taking our green, and we go from two purples to two purples, like this. And we keep going until we finish the row. We take another green, and we keep walking it through the purples. So every time your green bead, go next to your blue one, and we keep going until we finish this row. Now we are finishing our row, and I'm on my last green. So again, I'm walking it through 2 purples, and I'm finishing my row, and it's supposed to look like this. So usually I like to work parallel. What I mean, I will walk my thread through, you see I'm here right now on these purples, so I will walk my thread to these 2 purples, and I'm simply just flipping to other side of my project. So I'm right here right now. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take my greens but go from other side. Why I'm doing it, I feel like it covered the pendant more even. For some reason, oh, I apologize for this. For some reason I like to work parallels from side to side, but I will show you. Anyway, so I'm taking my green, and now again I'm walking from 2 purples to another 2 purples, and it's supposed to look like this. You see, green, blue, green. And I'm here right now, so again I'm taking my green, and again I'm going the same thing that we just did in previous time. We're gonna do from on another side, and I will go from 2 purples to these 2 purples like this. Make sure that your thread going. So this is how it should look like, and we just keep going until we finish this circle. Okay guys, and we finish our greens. So my thread is already here, and I'm ready for my next row. The next row gonna be blue from Delica. So we finish with 11, or you can put it aside, and now we will work couple rows with Delicas. So now time to put our blue Delica between greens like this, and another blue, and again between 2 greens. Keep going the same pattern until we finish this row, and another blue and another blue.
Can we break it?
And we finishing our blue Delica. So I'm going through my last blue to green with the blue, and I'm working my needle on the blue Delica. So now my needle is here, and I'm not gonna flip it because we're almost in the end of the project from this side, and you can see already that it's getting more feet for the cabochon, but still it's too early to put it inside. So yeah, now we take from the same Delica mix, we take purples. Don't be scared, it's a dinosaur in another room. So we put our purple from blue to blue. The same pattern, the same thing, but just different color. And we keep going with our purples and until the end of this row. Like this. And more purples, more purples until we finish. And you already can feel like your basil has a shape and ready to accept your cabochon soon. All right, keep going with your purples until you finish. All right, so we finished our last row in this side. This was the last purple right here, and now I will simply walk my thread through the bead through the beads to other side. So I'm right here, and I'm just going through the green and blue and another green. I just want to go to other side and finish this basil from other side right here. Okay, and now I will do the same thing. I will do first my blues and then my purple. So we start with the blue and just keep going with blue until the end of this row. Keep going with the blue. Okay, our blue beads already in place, and now we can put our beautiful crystal inside. But just be careful, it still can fall out, so I would suggest you to hold it, not to break it. And now we are going switching to our needle to the last blue that we got, and we will, and I would just suggest you to make it stronger a little bit, just to put it, you know, together. But don't worry, the beads will do its work, so it's gonna be inside. And we take the purple beads, purple delica, and just put it between blue delica. And I made something wrong. Just hold on, let me fix it. So we take our purple from this blue to another blue, like this. Okay, sweetheart. And take another purple and we'll walk, just give me 1 second. So we take in our another purple and put it between blues. Yeah, I'm in the correct place, yes. And you see like your basil going more and more in place when you keep walking with your beads. So another purple, and again from blue to blue, and we keep going like this until we reach the end. Now when this line is finished, you have to make sure that you like pull your needle to make everything is really nice and snug, and this is how your cabochon look like inside your basil. And now if you want, you can make 15-0 like here, like a last row. I don't know, I feel like I'm fine with this. So yeah, and now actually we don't need our seed beads anymore, so I'm gonna just pull them aside. The next line is gonna be our fire polish. So what we do, we lead our thread to the center, and our center, remember, was our first blue beads that we started with. And actually I'm on the blue bead right now, so here I am, this is my blue bead, and I'm right here. And we take our fire polish bead and we gonna sew it from between blue beads. So I'm going from one blue to another blue. So my another blue is right here, and I'm just have to go right here too. So here I am from blue to blue, and we continue to sew our fire polish beads between. Everything is fine, guys. From blue to blue. This is my next blue, so this is where I am. I'm on my next blue, and we keep going with our fire polish like this until we finish. And so we keep going with our fire polish beads. Again, we go from blue to blue, and it's look really pretty. I like the colors of this month's creation, I mean collection. And it really gives you opportunity to create a lot of beautiful pieces. Let me know in the comments if you receive these collections, on the regular basis, or at least occasionally, just curious? Or you prefer to buy these supplies only if you like some particular project, just interested? Okay, and we keep going until we reach the end of this row. Keep going, and actually, yeah, for the end, for the very end, we will need our 15 seed beads, and I forgot to mention it, but not right now, a little bit later. All right, and also you can adjust your bezel to make sure that everything is nice. I like it. The color is so stunning. All right. Okay, guys, now I face it with a problem, and I'll tell you what the problem. When you create your project, you will have enough fire polish beads, because as you see, we have enough here. But since it's my second bezel, right, I'm kinda ran over my fire polish beads, 3mm. I ordered them from Eureka Crystals, but they're still on the way, so I don't want to delay my tutorial, so just please ignore my different color. I just had in my stash fire polish beads 3mm, and I was so hoping that I'm just missing one, so I would just simply put it under the closure and nobody will ever see it. But just ignore this part. It's supposed to be green. I just really don't want to wait until they come to, you know, to make the tutorial. But if you making my project, you definitely will be fine with the amount of the crystal beads, because as I said, this basil I'm just making to show you how I made my one that I already made. Okay, so when you finish with your fire polish beads, your thread is right here, and now let me show you the next step. Now we walk our thread to fire polish bead right here, and we take our 2-hole bead and we just sew in with one part between fire polish beads like this, and we will keep going with this and keep sewing our 2-hole beads until we finish and until we close this circle, and keep going with your 2-hole beads. Okay, so we finish our 2-hole beads, and now we have to, so we finished to sew our 2-hole beads, and now we walked our needle through the through another hole, and now we're gonna attach our crystals 3x2, and we attach them between 2-hole beads like this, and we keep going with these crystals through the whole circle, and as you see, it started to bend the way we need it. So just keep going with your crystals like this, from one 2-hole to another 2-hole bead, and keep going, and make sure you are bending it to the front. I mean, they will bend to the front obviously, so keep going like this. And when you finish to sew your purples, you just want to walk your thread a few times around to build the shape of this flower, to make sure that everything is nice and snug and not fluffing around. So just keep going with your needle. Now you can use this pendant the way you want. You can make a brooch. It will be really small, beautiful brooch. You can make it at the earring studs even, you know, and actually they're gonna look gorgeous, big studs. Or you can create the pendant that I created to make like a nice statement jewelry that will be so great for upcoming spring. I mean, all year round it's gonna be great, but I feel like those colors are really springy colors. Or even to create the bracelet, if we use, let's say, a few of them. I'm gonna play around because I got crystals. I still have my fire polish coming up, so I will play around, and later on I'm gonna show you my ready-made jewelries that I will create by the end of this month. So but today this is just, I give you ideas. So this basil is really cute and can be used different, or even, you know, like to make a ring. Oh my gosh, ring going to be stunning. Actually, now I want to make ring for myself. But anyway, now I want to show you, where is my thread, the final part of our project today. We work in our needle. When we're done with all this adjustment and make it nice and snug, we're gonna work our thread to one fire polish bead, and we take 7 15-0 beads. So we have our 7 beads on the thread, and we're gonna go from one 2 hole. What do you want, my sweetheart? To another one, no stealing from mommy. To another one, and this is the loop that we're gonna make to attach our, just give me a second, guys. And now we simply will work our needle to secure our loop. So usually what I do, I would start from the back, and go through this blue one, and again I'm going to my 2 hole, and then I will go through all my 15-0 beads to make it nice and beautiful. The idea to make the strong loop, because you don't want, you know, your necklace will fall apart. So I would suggest you to do 3-4 times like this, just walking around. And when you're done to secure your upper loop, we're gonna simply walk our needle to the down part. This, and now I will leave everything like this, because in part number 2 we're gonna make this tassel. Part number 3 we're gonna do this tassel cup, and we're gonna attach tassel cup, a tassel part to this crystal part, and this and then we will actually finish here, because I will sew it directly this loop to this, so I will still need this thread to hang, if it makes sense what I said right now. So that's it for now. This is our part 1. In part 2, as I said, we're gonna create tassel, but if you don't want to create tassel, or you prefer just this cabochon, it's look gorgeous. You can attach piece of amethyst to the bottom or leave it as it is. It's really beautiful. It's statement, but still very, very dainty. And as I said, it's great for upcoming spring, especially for upcoming spring. And thank you so much for watching me today. See you in my next video, in next part.